Guys, I just came off of a film job, and since none of us have much for film jobs at the moment, and I'm going through my kits, I thought I would make a little video as I go through different parts of my kit. I work a lot of different departments. The last department I was costumer, and so this would be the belly pouch I wore for on-set costuming. And I have kind of gone through this and things are ran out or been taken out, but it's still got a good basis going for it, and I'll see what and why. Well, hair ties, you gotta keep your hair out of your face. Markers, a black Sharpie, you gotta mark out all kinds of different things. You never know when that's gonna come up. Always need to write your name on your sides, your call sheet for the day, whatever pieces of paper you're handed. That way it comes back to you and you don't lose it, because nothing gets placed when you're busy. And it's always really nice to write your name on your water bottle so that you don't sit it down and wonder if it's one of the 5 sitting there and end up having to get a new one instead. Right now it seems to be all I have, except for a couple logos I've taken off. Let's see, I think I want to put that one back on, is why it's still in here. Flashlight, night shoots, I usually carry around my headlamp, a flashlight, and a extra light thing that has a hook on it. You never know if someone else might need to borrow a light, and light's always handy. If you can keep the little flashlight with you all the time, you never know when that might come in handy, but you don't want too many things in your way either. This little pouch I used last time with the tape in it, which turned out really handy for me. I had some different kinds of medical tape in here that I use for things, because the plastic medical tape is really strong and the paper medical tape is good for sensitive skin and sticking to different things. Both those I ended up learning how to sound last time. This, I have no idea why it's in here or what it's for. I need to get rid of it. It's some kind of weird medical thing that just doesn't work for anything. It's my new tape, and it doesn't be in here. I think this is the same stuff. I'm not sure where I got all this. My favorite thing is double-sided tape that is strong and can really do all kinds of miracles for you. There is different kinds of specialty double-sided tape. I like having some of the mounting. It's extra strong. There is tape that is made for skin, and there's tape that's made for cloth. There's all kinds of this stuff that will work miracles fast for you on set when you need it. And it's safer and sometimes more effective than safety pinning even, which of course you always want to have your safety pins, but I try to avoid using them at all cost. I tried baby diaper safety pins this last time, thinking I was all smart. They're actually kind of difficult and it didn't really work. The other alternative is the little office clips, which maybe we'll find one in here. Let's see, this is more like this sewing area. And of course your seam ripper if you're doing on-set costuming or any kind of costuming, or on-set wardrobe, you have to pick off labels and rip out seams to make pants longer, all kinds of stuff. Seam ripper is really important. Same with your little tiny scissors. They are like magic. They work as seam rippers. They are great at cutting everything. They are big. And this was like a little sewing kit. I try to keep, this has some buttons and a threaded needle in it. We'll find threaded needles everywhere, because who has time to thread needles while they're on set? Nobody. Multicolored thread bundles. I love these things because you have any color thread you need at any moment. I hate them because they are very short pieces of thread, and that gets you nowhere fast. Rubber bands, always handy. One of my baby diaper clips I was talking about, I don't know. It was a nice theory. They seem safe, which would be nice, but maybe it was because it was a cold set and everything was frozen. I don't know. They were difficult and not hiding and not clipping and got bent. More logos I ripped off. And this is my favorite little needle thing. I do colors of needles, thread them, and stick them in here, wrap them around the thing, and then whenever something happens on set and I have to sew something fast, I am ready to go without having to fumble with the needle. Assemble just in case I'm sewing something difficult like a coat or what have you. And then let's see what we have in other pockets. big one. I have little cards for in case I need to stick this in bags to label them, or and remember what they were, or pass a note about something to something, or just in general. It's always good to have something sturdy that can be wrote on and stored. This is breath mints and sunscreen and band-aids and antibacterial stuff for your skin. A little package. Definitely want something like that. And chapstick in your bag with you at all times. Velcro that can be stuck and sewed onto something. The zip tie is very important. Can do all kinds of wonders for you and all kinds of things. And here's your clippy that can also be used as a safety pin, although, you know, needs to be under the right circumstances. They come a little smaller and in black. This one I use more for labeling things and clipping labels to things and all kinds of various goodies like that. Notes and a notebook that can be kept in moisture. Zip ties should be in the clip. Lots of safety pins I hate to use, but you carry them anyway. Chapstick, a very, very important must, along with hydrating. Ways to clip things to myself so that I don't have to keep track of them. Extra thread, more extra thread, little cloth tape measure. These are wonderful little toothpick and things for your mouth. They also have throwaway toothbrushes that I love to carry on set, and various hairpins, clips, hair ties, all kinds of goodies that you never know what might come in handy. Like I said, I work a lot of different departments, plus you can get pretty creative when you're working in the field away from everything with wardrobe too, and you have to come up with all kinds of ways to fix things fast. This is to clean glasses. And I keep my handy dandy SOG with all of its handy dandy tools on it so that I can do all kinds of different things. Also in one of my bags will be an awl, because you never know when you need to change a belt size. Also something else that I learned on this last adventure, in your little kit of goodies when you're a costumer, it is a good idea to keep belts. I had all kinds of things on that list, but not belts, and they are now there. Let's see, what else do I have? Another different kind of tape measure thingy. I was actually using that when I was doing slate. Another label I ripped off something. And that is what is in that part of my kit.